morning, class. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Come on in and go ahead and take a seat. Find your name. They're located on the corner of you guys' desk. These will be your assigned seats for the time being. So today our objective is to review what a variable is, and then also you guys will be able to define, identify, and solve a one-step equation that will consist one variable. So who in the room can tell me what a variable is? Yes, Emily. Right, it's a letter. It's a letter in an equation that represents a unknown number in the equation. And we say unknown because it is a letter and we don't know what the value, the numerical value is. So at you guys' desk, you will notice you have a worksheet, titled Guided Practice. Go ahead and put your name, period, and date at the top, and we will work through these problems together. Step by step, there's room at the bottom of the worksheet. I want you guys to take notes and copy down what I have on the whiteboard. Okay? Do we all understand? Good. So we'll start off with number 1. So the worksheet gives us y plus 6 equals 20. Okay, who in here can tell me what the variable is in this equation? Darren. Yes, correct. The variable is y. So we want to get y by itself and end up, our goal for this equation would be y equals question mark. So we want to find out how much y is worth. So in order to do that, we cannot have this 6 on the same side with the y. Who in here may have an idea on how to get rid of this positive 6? Elena? Yes, ma'am. Correct. We would subtract. Well, why do we want to subtract the 6? Well, to get rid of a positive 6, we want to subtract subtract a 6. So we're going to go ahead and take away 6. So now that we subtracted a 6 on this side, it's no longer over here, right? So where did this 6 go? We're going to go ahead and subtract 6 on the other side. So whatever we do on the left side of the equation, we will do on the right. And whatever we do on the right side of the equation, we'll do to the left. Are there any questions? Okay, so now we're going to rewrite what's going on right here. So we have y is still on this side of the equal sign. So we now have y equals. Make sure you keep your equal signs throughout your equation. That way we don't get lost. Make sense? Good. Okay, so now we have 20 minus 6. Who in here can tell me what 20 minus 6 is? I'll give you a second. Yes. 14. Correct. Good. So now we know that y equals 14. Now, how would we be able to tell that we got the right answer? We would simply go back to our original equation and we'll substitute our y for 14. So we'll do 14 plus 6 equals 20. And that is correct. So there's a way to check your work. And that's the last step before you move on to another problem. I always want you to check your work. Okay? Also, another thing, box your answers. Math can get messy, and it'll allow me to find your answers easily if you box your answers. Is that clear? Okay, any questions before we move on to number 2? All right, so number 2, Number 2 gives us a plus 4 equals 14. Okay? Can somebody different tell me what our variable is for this equation? Susan. Great. Yes. You are correct. It is a. So we're dealing with a in this equation. So what should we do next? Do you impose? Right. We want to get this a by itself because that's what we're solving for. In order to do that, we have to look at what's given. So they give us a positive 4 equals to 14. So we want to get rid of this positive 4 on this side of the equation. What would we do? Exactly. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So we want to subtract this 4. And what did I say earlier? What we do on this side of the equation? Right. We must do on the other side of the equation. Remember again, keep your equal signs so that we don't get lost. We're going to bring down our variable, which is which is a. And we go ahead and bring this down. And we do 14 minus 4, which gives us, 10. Good. Are there any questions on how we got 10? Okay, so we're going to go back and check our work. So we said A equals 10. So we're going to put 10 here plus 4 equals, 14. Great job. We got it. Good deal. Okay, let's try one more before I allow you guys to work amongst yourselves and see if you really got it. Okay, so number 3. On your worksheet, it gives us 2 plus n equals 16. Okay, so what is the variable for this particular equation? Anybody? Yes, go ahead. N, correct. So this is the variable that we're solving for. Now we look at the equation. What are they giving us? They give us a positive 2, a positive variable equals to 16. Okay, so we know the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we want to, subtract a 2. On this side of the equation, we know it cancels out. So we drop our variable down here. And what is it equal to? We subtracted a 2 on this side of the equation. So what must we do on the other side of the equal sign? Right, subtract 2. So then we go ahead and do 16 minus 2. Who can tell me in here what 16 minus 2 is? Yes, good. 14. Excellent. So again, box your answer. And we want to check it as well. So we see 2 plus n. We said n is 14, right? Okay, 2 plus 14 equals, 16. That means we did it. We solved for our variables in these one-step equations. Are there any questions? Anything at all? Please raise your hand and let me know. Okay? So that's our introduction. I would like you guys, I hope you guys took notes. Hope you guys got this down. And now, so I'm going to leave this definition up here. A variable, again, is a letter in an equation that represents an unknown number, and that is what we are solving for today. That is our goal, that is our objective. Okay? So next I will go ahead and hand out matching flashcards, and each individual will get 8 equations to match with the appropriate answer. Okay? And so let me give you a quick example so we all are on the same page and we know what we're doing. So let's say one card had, let's go ahead and do r minus 16 equals 5. Okay, so if you get a flashcard, one of your matching cards that has r minus 16 equals 5, I would like you to use your own sheet of paper to find what r represents, as we just did in our guided practice. So take the steps and you should find its match that will have r equals 21. Okay, so you just pair those together and just match them up on your desk, and I'll come by if anybody needs help. Do we all understand? You guys are allowed to talk amongst each other if you need help or you want to ask your partner or your peers for help, but I will be walking around, and so the noise level needs to be down to a 1, and you guys will have about 15 to 20 minutes to work on this, or whenever we all finish as a class. Okay, so I'm going to pass these out. Go ahead and get started on them and just try the best you can. All right, here we go. So pass these out. Okay, so as I was walking around, you guys are getting the concept, which is good. We're understanding the one step. Whatever we do on one side of the equation, we must do it on the other side. So that's good. All of you guys matched your equations perfectly with the right answer. And so that lets me know that you guys are getting the concept and are getting the hang of it. So now I will pass out a individual equation. So each of you will get just one equation, similar to the ones that we've been going over. And I want you to just work on that one, your own individual problem, okay? And once you're done, please raise your hand, let me know. I will come by and check to see how you got your answer. We'll work through it. And then I want you guys to share how you did it with the class, okay? So I'm gonna pass these out. And you guys just let me know what you did. I mean, if you need any help. I'll be by walking around. Okay, so was anybody able to solve their equation? Yes, Denise. Okay. Let me come by and check what you have. Good, okay. Denise, would you like to share with the class what equation you so luckily got assigned to, please? Okay, you said 12 plus z, okay, equals 15. Okay, so Denise, can you tell me what was your variable for your equation? Okay, you said z. Good deal. All right, and what did you do next so that you can find the value of z? Okay, correct. You subtracted 12? Okay, and why did you do that? Right, because this is a positive 12, so to get rid of it, we have to do the opposite, which is subtraction. Correct. So you subtracted over here. Remember, keep your equal sign. You brought your variable down. Okay, and what did you get as your answer? 3. Correct. Good job, girl. All right, somebody on her left or right, give her a high five. Good job. Okay. So now we want to check our work, just in case. You know Denise is smart, but we always want to check our work. So we got 12 plus, we said z is 3. And if we do 12 plus 3, yep, you get 15. Good job. Good job, good job. Okay, so the rest of you guys continue. You now have about 10 minutes to continue working on this individual equation. Remember, this is independent, and I want you guys to remain quiet, and I will be around checking to see if you guys need my help, okay? Okay, you guys are doing great. You're doing awesome. Okay, keep it up. To end class, in order to leave, you guys, I want you guys to work on your exit ticket. Okay, this is also by yourself, independently. There's only 3 problems, so don't have a heart attack. Okay, you will solve these equations. There is a definition question at the top, and then the next 2 are simply multiple choice. Now, for defining a variable, I would like you guys to use a complete sentence. And for the multiple choice, please do not just circle an answer. Please show your work on how you got that answer. Okay, so I'm going to pass these out, and you have about 10 minutes before class ends, and I need those in my hand before you leave. Do we all understand? Okay, so exit ticket allows you to exit, okay? Good deal. All right, so once you receive it, go ahead and get started on it. Again, call on me for any questions. I will be walking around to see if you guys need my help.